everyone!
Hey!
We are back. We are here with a new segment called
Tea time!
Tea Time. Yes, this is where, Jeanette and I will debate about issues, or sometimes we'll answer some of your Twitter questions.
Oh!
Twitter questions? That means Jeanette and I both have Twitters. Your handle?
Oh, it's Jeanette. Oh.
Yes, and mine is at OhIt's_Elizabeth. Follow us, we'll follow you. Our Twitters are usually so like we could get, be interactive with our viewers when we can't make videos. Today's tea time, we will be discussing what?
The Vhong Navarro case.
Yes, for those of you who are not Filipino and do not know who Vhong Navarro is this very handsome Filipino actor. We decided to do this topic because, it's like really current, but I don't know. I was really into this, what happened when I first heard about it. I could not concentrate on my studies for a while. And we are drinking tea. Jeanette's drinking coffee. I don't know if you could see that. If you want us to answer any Twitter questions, comment down below and we'll put it in our video. But if you want us to ask us Twitter questions, give us your questions via Twitter. We'll see them. This issue, as I said, happened in the Philippines around January 23 or 22. I'm just gonna start with some backgrounds on it, the story. On January 23, news broke out in the Philippines that the very handsome actor-host Vhong Navarro was brutally beaten up. But why? On the night of January 22, 2014, Vhong Navarro was beaten up by the party of businessman Cedric Lee. This consisted of 6 people because they caught him with his pants down, raping gorgeous model and businesswoman Denise Cornejo. Okay, so this is going to be Denise Cornejo's and Cedric Lee's side. So on the evening of January 22, Vhong Navarro was invited to Denise Cornejo's condo bringing food. I don't know why that's important, but it was important. According to Denise, once Vhong entered the condo, he immediately started touching her hair, getting hands-on. He forced himself onto her a little bit. Then, during the heat of things, she was able to run to the bedroom.
Oh no, I have to go to the bedroom. He's gonna rape me.
I could understand that when you're in such a horrific situation, you'll just run anywhere.
You have to run into an enclosed room.
Well, you're not really thinking. You're just like, oh my gosh,
My breast is.
This is where Cedric Lee and his entourage comes in. Cedric Lee and friends were also invited to the model's condo. When they got off the elevator and headed to her unit, Lee heard screams.
Ay, caramba!
This is in the Philippines. So Lee heard screams. The party thought, okay, someone's fighting, something's going on. So they bursted into the condo through the unlocked door.
Why was it unlocked?
They saw Vhong Navarro on top of Denise Cornejo with his pants down. That's when the fighting happened. When they pulled Vhong off of her, Cedric Lee claims that Vhong Navarro started to fight back. So the other 6 men, including Cedric Lee, were going to beat him up. When they were able to detain him, bounding his hands and feet, I think, with duct tape that Denise Cornejo had in her condo, they recorded a little video of Vhong saying, "Ako si Vhong Navarro, ni-rape ako yung kaibigan ko." You like it? You like? Translation: I'm Vhong Navarro, I raped my friend. Simple as that. But he said that during gunpoint. Yes, they pointed guns at him. After that, Vhong like beg them, like please don't tell the media, please don't tell anyone, I'll do anything, for obvious reason, you know, he's a famous actor and he has kids. While he was begging, he offered to pay them $2 million to fix the damages in the condo unit during the brawl. So they're like, okay, and then they brought him to the police station all bruised up so that they could turn him in, saying like, okay, he attempted to rape Denise Cornejo. But Denise apparently just wanted him to admit to the police that he attempted to rape her. She didn't want to sue him, so she didn't press charges. She just wanted the police to know that she was about to get raped. Now this is going to be Vhong's story, Vhong's side. On the evening of January 22, Vhong was invited to Denise Cornejo's condo, bringing
Food!
When Vhong Navarro stepped off the elevator, he saw Denise there, and she looked surprised, according to Vhong Navarro. And then I think she told him to go ahead into her condo while she had to go downstairs for some reason. When Vhong Navarro got into the condo, he was greeted by two men holding guns. But he got beaten up. They recorded the video. There is a video where he says, Ako si Vhong Navarro, ni-rape ako ang kaibigan ko. According to Vhong Navarro, they asked him for money. He didn't beg, they asked him. At first, the amount was only like 500,000 pesos, and then it rose up to 2 million pesos every time he refused to pay them. Finally, Vhong Navarro succumbed to paying the people. So then they brought him to the police, all bruised up. Then the next day, January 23, is when he was in the hospital and he told everyone everything, like what had happened, his side of the story. Now this is where Jeanette and I come in. We're to debate about what might have happened, or like why someone is innocent and the other people and the others are guilty, or why these people are guilty and why Vhong Navarro did it. So what do you think, Jeanette? What is your opinion? They've heard me talk long enough.
So I think Vhong is innocent.
Oh, shocker. Why?
I think that Denise Cornejo and Cedric Lee set him up, as like said in Vhong's side, because in the CCTV footage, Cornejo and Lee are in the elevator and they kissed.
That was after, when they were coming back from reporting him to the police. Yeah. But what you mean, like the CCTV footage, like on that night, like what happened? You see that on the CCTV footage, Vhong is going up to the elevator, maybe not even a full 2 minutes later. Denise is seen coming into the elevator, you know, fixing her hair, like, yeah.
It's me.
She doesn't even look distraught. So she's going down the elevator, and then a couple more people who I think were a part of the thing go up, and then Cedric Lee, his sister Bernice Lee, and what's her name? Denise Cornejo are seen going up the elevator, and then the last thing they see for that night is Vhong Navarro and the whole entourage going down the elevator. Yeah. It shows that Denise Cornejo wasn't even in her condo unit when she was allegedly raped. So how can you be raped if you weren't even there? That's pretty damning evidence against the Cornejo Lee party, isn't it? But what their lawyer is claiming is that the TV footage was like edited. Could have been edited. It wasn't the full. We apparently didn't see the full like CCTV. It's just like edited to the parts, you know. So that's what they're claiming. I think it's very possible that the CCTV footage could have been edited. What do you think?
Well, it can, but if it's in the hands of the investigators, why would they have to edit it?
Why would they have to edit it? They're not friends with Vhong.
Yeah, they don't have to pick a side.
If anything, it should have been in favor of Cedric, because it shows in the Philippines that he has a bunch of connections. They have no reason to edit it. But because Vhong Navarro is such a very, very popular actor, he, you know, the NBI or whoever collected the CCTV footage could have been like, oh, you know what, we're just gonna help him, let's edit this. If you haven't already guessed, I'm really on no one's side. Everyone is so against Denise because Vhong Navarro is such a very famous actor in the Philippines. No one wants to believe that he's capable of raping, but in fact, everyone's capable of raping.
Because he's kept his reputation up.
Yeah, he's kept his reputation up. But according to Lee, he has about 7 ladies that contacted him after the incident, after news broke out, that they have also been raped by Vhong Navarro. And I saw some comments that say my friend was raped by Vhong Navarro, or, you know, I was raped by, I was raped by Vhong Navarro. So, you know, we can't really say that Vhong Navarro is innocent just because he made us happy through his movies.
That's his character.
We don't know his character. Everyone's saying like, oh, I know Vhong, he's so funny, he didn't do it. Were you there? Let me ask you, were you there?
Like, oh, in his movies he's always the nice guy.
To be honest, I hated Denise because I was like, Vhong can't do that. He's an actor, he can't do that. But everyone is very, very, very capable of raping, murdering, etc. Of stealing. Everybody's very capable of doing such crimes. And another reason why I took no sides, because, you know, I saw a lot of hate towards Denise, like on her Twitter, on like just any YouTube comment. They were saying like, oh, you should go die, you should...
Damn.
Yeah. Let me just one little side note here. I saw this quote. I was like, yes, this means everything to me. I really hate it when people who think that freedom of speech means I can be as rude and insulting as I want and you're not allowed to get mad. Imagine that you are in Denise's shoes. Say you didn't frame Vhong Navarro, which people are saying. You didn't, and you were raped. Imagine a whole country and some parts of the world saying that you should go die, you should go kill yourself, just lowering your self-esteem every day ever since January. So you kind of feel for the girl, right?
I honestly, even though I'm on Vhong's side, they shouldn't hate on Denise.
Yeah. If you want to have like opposing sides, fine. Be respectful about it.
Because, like, honestly, if you weren't there, you should have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, if you weren't there, you don't know the whole story, so you shouldn't say anything. But you are on Vhong's side. Specifically, why?
Like, I think before this video, I thought, oh, he's, like, I loved him as a kid. Why, what, how could he do this? But now, like, since there's evidence to back my opinion up,
it only confirms it? Like, he didn't do it, in your opinion? Yeah. There's a lot of damning evidence, but there are a lot of cases where people have been raped, like women have been raped, but everyone, like there have been cases where everyone's just like, oh, you put yourself in that situation by wearing a short skirt and a tube top, you wanted to be raped. So there's a lot of cases where everyone was just blaming the victim. Why should this case be any different just because he's an actor? Rapists don't have a sign that say, I'm a rapist, hanging from their necks. There's a lot of damning evidence, like the CCTV footage against Vhong. And the CCTV footage was showing that Vhong did tell the truth, but we can't say that
for sure.
If it wasn't edited. We can't say it wasn't edited, but even if it's highly, highly unlikely, there's still a possibility that it was edited, and we aren't seeing the full story. What I want to see is both, because there were 2 cameras, like both footages side by side, running together side by side. And there was a difference of 40 minutes between the 2 cameras. So that could be an indicator, but
there could be a missing factor.
Yeah, there could be something, or they're just not in sync. So, but let's move on. there's this lady, Roxanne Cabanero. She came out and claims that she was also raped by Vhong Navarro in 2010.
Yeah.
Miss Cabanero was a beauty pageant contestant. All the contestants were visiting Vhong Navarro's show, It's Showtime, that he hosts along with like 10 other people. Yeah, there are 10 hosts.
So many.
She claims that this lady, this girl, was told by Vhong Navarro to go collect her phone number, her cell number. Later that night, Vhong Navarro texts her like, "Hey, beautiful."
Winky face.
So they go on to text, and late on that same night, they decided to go out for coffee. According to, what's her name? Cabanero, Vhong Navarro picked her up, and then all of a sudden his mood changed. They're going to some secluded place, like, and she's like, "What the hell? I thought we were going for coffee." So he raped her in his car. And then after, he's like, "Don't tell anyone or else I'm going to give you to my bodyguards and they'll kill you." So, you know, she's not going to say anything. Because she saw Denise come forward to her with her rape case, she decided, well, I'm going to come forward too. Why do you think Cabanero's lying?
Okay, so because Vhong was at Vice Ganda's concert at the supposed time she was raped.
He was performing, a guest performer at Vice Ganda, another host of Showtime, at his concert. So automatically they're just like, no rapey. And she said that it was the worst day of her life. It was the most devastating day of her life because she was raped and all that. But I don't know. I don't think she got raped, because she could be one of Lee's like girls saying like, okay, like Lee could have been like, "You're going to go to the police and you're going to say that you were raped, okay?" Maybe she could have gotten mixed up, but if it was the worst day of your life, you would have known. I know the worst day of my life. Ask me when it was.
When?
February 18th, 2013. Just tweet us. My Twitter handle is at @ohits_Elizabeth. And Jeanette's handle
is at OhItsaCHALLENGE.
If you have any more suggestions of what we should do for next tea time, comments, tweet us, do your thing. If you have any suggestions for another video, if you have a challenge, comment down below. Subscribe, please. So, until next time, bye.
Mwah.